You called us the 10 boys?
Yeah, you said congrats,
Nice.
10 boys.
Nice. There's 10 boys.
You got too horny, and that's why.
I don't want him to come. Jake, how horny does this make you?
Very horny.
It's one big joke, believe me. Minnesota sports in all sorts. You see, they know it's never gonna get easy. You see, they know it's Minnesota, constant pain and misery.
And I'm a part of Al Qaeda.
It's 10K TV. It's one big joke, believe me. Minnesota sports in all sorts.
Dude, he could turn Daniel Jones into Brett Favre.
Minus the penis pics.
Yeah. You can legally smoke crack.
What is a DVOA?
I went dicks, vaginas, or ass.
I think that's what it is.
Don't know much except to yell.
What is up, guys? My name is AJ Murphy. We are here. It is 10K TV. We are here to talk some Vikings preview, some Vikings football. It is finally back. NFL football is back, and we are here to talk it with you. So my name is Age. Been here for a while, and yeah, we're here with the boys, Cam and Zane as well. Guys, how you doing?
Doing great. It's great to be talking Vikings football. It's great that we're in the best season of the year, fall. Nothing beats fall. And yeah, let's do this. Let's talk some football, Cammy.
I can't wait. Favorite time of the year. It's been a long time since I know Zane and I for sure have done a show, so it's nice to be back on a show with you guys and give the people what they want.
Yeah, shout out to the It's a Bit listeners, if there's any It's a Bit listeners out there. And then, of course, AJ, who's the host of this show, used to host State of Skull. So, yeah, I think we're all pumped to talk Vikings football.
I can't wait. Especially after last week.
Oh, my God. I mean, what a legendary first week. And we'll kick it off right there. Week 1, Vikings going to Chicago and win 27-24. Obviously, the big story was the debut of J.J. McCarthy. We've been waiting on a quarterback for a long time. And we've been waiting on J.J. McCarthy for a long time because last year, tore the meniscus in training camp. It was a real bummer after that first preseason game, him getting hurt. And, you know, Sam Darnold last year was cool. It was fun. But then, I feel like everyone kind of knew that the bottom was going to fall off at some point, and it definitely did really badly. So to have J.J. McCarthy come in and play the way that he did was, awesome. Like, that was so cool, guys. Like, to finally have that moment for, like, our franchise quarterback. Like, he's here.
That moment was cool. The only thing that wasn't cool is that I had to wait till the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Because we went to, we got invited out to the Hop House, Mystic Lake. Shout out to them. They brought a couple of the 10K guys out, gave us a VIP experience. But I can tell you right now, at halftime, we all almost went and lost our life savings in the casino because it was depressing. But then it took a very good turn.
It took an amazing turn. And when I see J.J. McCarthy play football, it's well, let's talk about those first 3 quarters first. That was some of when you're watching it live, I remember just thinking, like, this kid, he just is not looking good. Like, watching the All-22 later and watching people who actually know what they're talking about, it seemed like the first 3 quarters was more of a team issue than J.J. McCarthy. It seemed like almost everyone was a little off. And I guess my question from that is, if we played the boys more in preseason, do they pick it up quicker? I mean, what do you guys think about that?
I think that's definitely a fair question to ask for sure. And I think now it's coming up more so with all these slow starts. Like, not just the Vikings in the NFL, but other teams around the league. Like, everyone knows that the Bengals are slow for starting, or, known for starting slow, which I think is weird and kind of a dumb excuse. But I feel like, it's always the risk of, we don't want to play our guys in the preseason. They could get hurt, blah, blah, blah. But, like, you got to get the training wheels on. Like, there's not really anything that you can do in practice or in training camp to simulate, like, an actual game speed.
Yeah.
It's the old. It's probably like one of the oldest debates in football is how often do you play them, because you could have an injury like happened to McCarthy in the first preseason game, but then you look at like the Chiefs, for example. I always think Andy Reid plays his starters every game. Like, I'm pretty sure Mahomes played every game, and granted they did lose, but they always come out guns a-blazing, and that's even before they won a Super Bowl. Like, that's like, but it is scary because the last thing you want to do is lose a Justin Jefferson or a J.J. McCarthy or someone in the preseason.
Mm-hmm. And another thing I want to point out, too, is, like, let's be honest, for 3/4 of that game, the Vikings offense sucked. and they still put up 27 points.
Yeah.
With them sucking, and they even gave the other team 7 points. So let's add that to their total they scored. So I found it more encouraging than discouraging in the end. I really like that, JJ McCarthy shows that he has an it factor. He's clutch. He is a winner. How many times have you heard that the last 2 days that JJ McCarthy is a winner? And I guess my favorite part of the game was just refreshing Twitter afterwards, because there was so much shit on Twitter just about when he doesn't have the play calls in advance, or when he doesn't know the other team's plays, he actually sucks. It was mainly from Ohio State fans, which is funny because I kind of like, as a Gopher fan, and I guess we suck, so whatever. Right now we're all right, but as a Gopher fan, it's just we're moving on, Cam. I'm upset.
No, it's just frustrating. Like, honestly, I love the Vikings. I love all my friends that are Vikings fans. But I'm calling on Vikings fans in the first episode of this show.
Ooh.
Be better.
Yeah.
Our fan base, I'm not going to lie to you. I get it. We've been drugged through the mud. But you guys are so negative. I don't know if you saw, like, Twitter blew up, like he said. Like, we went through 3 quarters of, like, this guy doesn't get it. Team sucks. We're a backyard football team. Blow it up to, like, oh, my God, he's great. Like, you guys just got to relax.
Yeah, well, as a Vikings fan, I've learned to never be confident in a take I ever have, because whenever I am, like, it seems like the opposite always happens with the Minnesota Vikings.
Positive or negative.
Exactly. So that's why when I saw him playing so badly, I was not about to tweet that he sucks, because I kind of felt like this is the Vikings. I feel like he's going to come around and actually do the opposite of what we actually think. So it was amazing to watch.
I had people texting me calling for Carson Wentz.
No, that was all the memes were.
I'm like,
That's ridiculous.
Like, you guys got to stop.
It just gets old after a while, kind of like the negativity. Like, we get it. Like, we're all Vikings fans. You don't have to tell anybody what's happened in the past. And I feel like dwelling on the past and bringing up all this shit, it just doesn't do any good. Like, you have to look and live for the moment. And, I mean, we certainly lived in that fourth quarter moment. That was, insane, like euphoria, especially with how mid the first 3 quarters looked. And especially after that pick 6, it was like, ooh, boy.
It's like as soon as the fourth quarter turned, KOC, O'Connell, they were in their KOC and McCarthy, they were both in their bag.
Yeah.
Like, every play call was genius. The read option, the one that he ran in, there's not a single player on that Bears defense that didn't get fooled.
And it was perfect time to call it. He didn't call it all game. They had no clue it was coming. They called it that the outside defender bit hard, wide open lane for McCarthy to run, and then TJ Hawkinson blocking down the stretch. I mean, that's a superstar tight end, and he's still out there blocking, putting his body on the line, and that's a team win right there.
I've never seen a Vikings team. I've been a fan my whole life. I've never seen a Vikings team run a read option like that.
Yeah.
I was like, what the hell?
It's crazy.
What the fuck was that?
We have that in our bag now with him. We have that in our bag. And it's just so cool. Like, having our guy to finally do this stuff that we've been wanting to do. If you want to run the ball and get tricky like that, you can do it. And he's got an absolute fucking piss missile on his arm. Like, just that, especially that first rocket touchdown to JJ.
Oh, yeah.
That was crazy.
Dude,
That was a tight window.
his foot was stepped on, too, by Jordan Mason, and he still fires it right down the pot. It was a beautiful throw.
Yeah. And then he had a touch pass to Aaron Jones.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
That was perfect.
You saw it all. You saw the speed, you saw the touch, and then you saw the runnability. And, the defense, we got to give the defense credit, too. They came through down the stretch. It didn't look good early. Caleb was 10 for 10 and was running all over the place, and he still was able to do some running. But I think the defense locked in. Grenard was getting pressure. How about Javon Hargrave and Jonathan Allen getting pressure in the middle? We've been waiting on that too. Like, I feel like for so long, the interior defensive line has been a massive problem for the Vikings. Go get those guys is huge.
I love. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I have an interesting stat here. So last year, Phillips and Bullard, they combined for 21 QB pressures all season. Hargrave and Allen combined for 13 just in week 1. They might break. They might beat what Phillips and Bullard did last year by week 2. It's been so long since we had interior pressure like this, and it's amazing to see.
I'm not gonna get ahead of myself. It's week 1, but that's like Williams Wall type, like Pat and I'm not even kidding. Like, it is. We haven't seen that since then, I would say. Right. What I will say too, though, like to piggyback off that, I was gonna say Williams. He was cool. Like he didn't have the it factor though. Right. To have Bullard and Allen, like, they have the athleticism, they can stop the run, and they can pressure the QB.
Yeah.
Or not Williams, sorry, Phillips. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But
that's why they traded him.
Yeah, I love Harrison Phillips. He was great.
Whoa, why did they trade him?
I just thought it was because the only reason I thought it was weird, and I understood why they did, because they were so deep in that room, but they just extended him to a 2-year contract like last year during the season. Like it's crazy how quickly that the front office is like, you know what, we don't need him anymore, and that kind of just shows how good of not drafting, the undrafted free agent classes that they
Yeah.
keep coming in here. They're really stacking up that DT room.
Those UDFAs are going crazy right now.
Dude,
I mean,
Ivan Pace.
which is crazy because,
Miles
you
Price.
know, Kwesi hasn't been able to draft very well. So to get, you know, guys like Ivan Pace, Miles Price, I mean, huge. Like, especially the return game that Miles Price brings. I think that's a really underrated aspect. You know, field position is everything in the NFL. And if you can set yourself up, especially, you know, we saw it with Will Reichert, 59-yarder. That was
That shit
crazy.
was sick.
Yeah.
He was pumped too, dude. I love to see that.
The whole team was pumped.
I don't. I also want to give a hats off to the defense. They let up 17 points when their team did nothing offensively for 3/4 of the game.
Right.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
Even though the Bears are the Bears. My favorite moment was after the game. We were all hyped in the bar, and I just screamed. I'm like, the Bears are who we thought they were. I was fucking jacked. I'm like, it's week 1. I got to chill.
Yeah, that setup at Mystic was sweet. Tell me a little bit more about that, Cam.
Yeah, so we pulled up. It was super weird. Like, I pulled in, and then I was the first one there, and the lady at Mystic was like, "Are you Cam?" I'm like, "How the fuck?" Yeah, I am.
Those cameras, they are crazy. They know,
I was like, what the
they
hell?
know who was coming.
And then they pulled us. They walked us back. They gave us $100 free slot play. That was sick. And then they brought us back to this beautiful. It's called the Hop House. Huge restaurant and just TVs everywhere, and it was just an amazing experience.
I heard it's a great place to watch the game. And spoiler alert, 10K will be doing it 2 more times this year. We don't have the official dates quite yet, but we will be hosting watch parties at Mystic Lake if you guys want to watch the game with us. So looking forward to do that in the future.
And I won $200 off the slot play. So
There
get
we
at your
go.
boy. I made money that night.
First time you've ever made money in a casino, Cameron.
No shit.
Making money, we love it.
Yeah. Really quick, I do want to shout out before we start moving on to the next stuff. JJ McCarthy is a dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. So
Congratulations.
we saw pre-dad JJ McCarthy. He looked pretty good. Let's see what fatherhood does to him
Yeah.
as a professional quarterback. That'll be exciting to see.
He's going to be more composed. He's going to have a chip on his shoulder because he's got a kid to fight for. Mm-hmm. Skull to the bowl, baby.
Well, I saw Bossman tweet out something about when Scotty Schefter had his kid. He started going beast mode out there on the PGA Tour.
The cool thing about Scotty when he did that is he also became like cooler. Like he used to be like not talk at all. Maybe JJ is just going to be a clown, but like a good clown, not a scary clown.
I feel like that's an actual thing in sports because, like, you know, in the NBA, like when Luka had a kid, he went crazy. Same with Anthony Edwards. Like, it's the dad strength. So let's hope that this dad strength.
How many kids does Edwards have?
Too many already. Too many.
Yeah, Anthony Edwards went crazy because he's got to pay child support.
Yeah, he has to start earning that salary, man.
Fuck,
Wow.
he has no choice. He's like Antonio Cromartie of the NBA already.
Yeah, literally. No, literally.
Hey, last thing I wanna shout out before we move on is just I thought the O-line looked really great. Yeah, obviously Justin School didn't play the greatest. He's a backup swing guard, whatever, right? I think we should have Darius on next week, but if not next week, the week after. And I really think that this is going to be an elite O-line. If you look at our run and pass blocking grade, we're top 10 in both, and that's even with Justin School.
Yeah, Donovan Jackson
Amazing.
murdered people.
Amazing.
He made the Bears look like Cubs.
So Ryan Kelly was really good too.
Yeah.
Like a
Yeah,
monster.
hopefully he plays. He's hurt.
Yeah.
That's tough.
I think it's a foot.
Do you think they held out Darisaw because of the field conditions? In
Absolutely.
Chicago?
That shit looked like they were playing on a basketball court.
I did hear from the beat writers though that they were working him pretty hard pregame, so it did seem like it actually was a game time decision. But I would not be surprised at the slightest if a field condition was really like considered in that decision.
I mean, it has to be, right?
Yeah.
Because, like, if you have something weird go wrong with that, then it's like, whoa, and like it becomes a massive story.
Well, they were like, we had 5 concerts in the last week before our first NFL
That's so
game. I just don't
fucking
understand
dumb.
why we're doing this.
So fucking dumb.
But it literally looked like plywood. Like, you could see the rectangles in the field. I'm like, the fuck is going on?
See, it did look a lot better at game time than it did, like 10 a.m. But
Yeah.
still, it's an NFL field.
I would also understand if it was week 15. It's week 1,
Going
guys.
out, yeah.
Prime time. Be better.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like, at least start the season with the field looking
Yeah.
good. If it looks like shit in December, then fine. Okay, it's beat up. But, like, come on. It's the beginning of the season. So,
Yeah, it was bad.
look at these domes that we're wearing. Shout out to these hats. You can copy these on 10ktakesmn.com. I mean, this is one of the best hats I've ever seen. And the detail on the back, absolutely amazing. So go copy yours right now on the store, 10ktakesmn.com.
I will say there's also plenty of other amazing Vikings merch. We like to do a little bit more fun, funny angle. So if that's kind of your personality and you're into that, go check out our shop. We got plenty more stuff just like these hats.
Do we even have gear for newborn babies?
It's true.
If
and
you had a
Cam's gonna
baby,
be
I got a
needing it
shirt for
soon.
you. We might have to send one to JJ McCarthy.
We should.
Although I'm pretty sure it says like, I'll never see a championship. So that's probably not a good
Okay.
thing. Maybe we
should
shouldn't
not.
send
We
that
should
to
not
him.
send it to him.
Whoops.
Well, should we do the old State of Skull segment that everyone loves?
Yes, Baja Blast player of the game, Dong. It is coming back, an old favorite. Listen, if you listen to State of Skull in the early days with me and the other guys, R.I.P. It was one of those things where we gave out awards. So, Baja Blast player of the game. I also want to give out kind of a memorial award to memorialize our guy, Tony Stegman, a.k.a. Steggy. Steggy was on the show with me last year, and we had a lot of fun. I connected with him super well, and his passing was really a blow to the 10K Takes brand and State of Skull, too. So we're kind of switching up the format, but I'm going to make sure that we keep him alive and in our thoughts. So I'm going to give out this. He had Steggy's, an amount. So I'm going to do that kind of for my award. But yeah,
Awesome.
You guys go ahead and do your Baja Blast player of the game.
Yeah, so I'll go first here. I went with Javon Hargrave and Jonathan Allen, and it was because we finally have interior pressure. I know I brought this up earlier, but 13 combined QB pressures from both of them. Last year, the starting two guys had 21 pressures all season. It's so exciting to see. And again, one thing that I really liked about Caleb Williams is, sure, he can't play on time, and sure, he's not accurate at all, but he can run away from defenders really well. I think if we're playing any other quarterback, we're getting 4 or 5 sacks that game. I just shout out to those two guys. It's so fun to have interior pressure. It just really feels like this defense could really be something. And I know it was something last year, but now we don't have to manufacture stuff. Now these guys can just win their one-on-ones, and that's going to open up so much for Brian Flores, the genius that he is.
Yeah.
Mine's actually the Baja Blast Zero Sugar player of the game.
Oh,
'cause I don't
okay.
like sugar. Sugar is the devil.
Dude, sometimes I'll order
not
Taco
good.
Bell
It's
and they
not
give
good.
you a zero sugar Baja Blast, and it's ass. So
Yeah,
I'm upset.
It tastes flat.
Hot sports take. Mine is Eric Wilson.
There we go.
Just an unsung hero in the game. No one's really like, the casual fans not watching that game be like, damn, Eric Wilson. But if you actually dig deep into it, Blake Cashman goes out with a hamstring injury. They placed him on IR today. That sucks. But when your leader of your defense, your middle linebacker, goes out with a hamstring, and then you get into the game and literally don't make one mistake, it is honestly impressive. He was lights out. He was in every gap he needed to be. He was covering every receiver he needed to be. He was actually dynamite, and he didn't even start the game.
Did he block the punt? Too?
Yeah, he blocked
and then
the
he
punt.
did that.
I mean, the punt still ended up being decent for a blocked punt, but
bro,
still, he
yeah.
got a hand on it. Like,
He was all over the field, and he literally wasn't on the field for half the game.
Yeah.
It's impressive to just get up off, like, he was on special teams, but get off the bench and just go nuts right away.
yeah, start cold. I mean, the injuries are piling up already. Cashman, to see him go in the tent was tough, and to lose a guy like Cashman, especially in the middle of that defense, is not good.
My favorite line, I didn't mean to cut you off, but my favorite line was that when Cashman was waiting to get into the tent, and Jack Bossman tweets, "There's a line to get in the blue tent. What is this, the DMV?" That's when things were going bad, because Ryan Kelly was in there, and it was brutal.
And Cashman got hurt too because Caleb pump faked and he jumped, and wasn't it that jump that ended up straining that?
Yeah, because he had to chase him down, and he,
Yikes.
yeah.
And if he doesn't jump, he probably sacks Caleb.
Probably. Absolutely. Absolutely.
If he plays in preseason, he probably doesn't pull his hamstring either.
Cameron.
Well, I'm gonna
there's
give-
zero evidence there.
I'm going to give 26 Staggies to our new addition running back, Jordan Mason.
Oh yeah.
I think the change of pace that he brings and the physical run style that he brings, Aaron Jones is good. Aaron Jones, when he finds the holes, he can be very smooth and he can make an impact. But to have a physical runner that hits you downhill and can bounce off guys, get yards after contact is super important. And I think that's something that the Vikings have been lacking in the KOC era is a solid run game. And I think that's something that he's also kind of struggled with is like sticking with the run because we haven't had a good run game. So, to have Jordan Mason, I mean, they basically got him for free, a fucking 6th-round pick from San Francisco.
Yeah.
Big swap.
Are they nuts?
Yeah.
Their team is always hurt, like it
Yeah.
is again, and then they just gave him up for
Especially when
nothing.
you have like Mr. Glass, Christian McCaffrey,
Fuck.
who was questionable week 1.
And now they're without their number 1 wide receiver, number 1 running back, and number 1 tight end after week 1.
Yeah.
They're fucked.
Yeah. So thank you, 49ers, for giving us Jordan Mason for basically free. So
My favorite thing about Jordan Mason's performance is that the Vikings tried to have Aaron Jones be the guy.
Right.
He ran the first couple drives, and it just wasn't working. And then Mason came in and it was like, holy shit.
Yeah, I will say though, Aaron Jones just proves how valuable he is because not only, I mean, obviously he's a finesse guy. Then we have Mason coming in being more the power guy, but just the ability to catch the football from a running back is huge. You don't really have it much around the league, and Aaron Jones is one of the best. And just the fact that he can do both just makes us so explosive as an offense. And again, once things really start coming together, there's just so much potential. It's just really exciting to be a Vikings fan right now.
I think that the cool thing about both their running backs is they both can do both.
Right.
Like they both can run, and they both can catch the pass, and they can both make a guy
run
miss.
block too.
Yeah.
Or pass block. What am I saying? Run block.
Well, they can run. Hey, give it to C.J. Ham, and they can run block for him.
I didn't even know that CJ Ham was on IR. That's how tapped out I was for preseason. Like,
Well,
I
that's
was
also
I don't
like
care.
because we're one of only teams that still have a fullback.
Yeah, that's true.
Love C.J.
That's true.
Ham or C.J. Turkey, whatever you want to call him, but we don't really need him.
Did a lot more 3 tight end looks without him. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Right. So we're gonna move on here to our preview for our next game on tap. Sunday Night Football at US Bank Stadium. The Falcons are coming in to play our Vikings. As it stands right now, Vikings are looking at about 3.5, 4.5 point favorite, depending on where you look at your odds. I feel like that number has kind of gone down, especially with some of the injury news that has come out for the Vikings over the past couple of days with Ryan Kelly and Cashman.
You want me to read their whole thing? So this is their injury report they just released today. It's crazy. You got Christian Darrisaw, Ryan Kelly. It's a toe injury.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. J.J. McCarthy is because he did not practice because he's a father. Yeah, that would be injury dad. That would
Daddy
be hilarious.
McCarthy.
Jalen Naylor, he's still on there for his hand. Okuda has a concussion. Oliver has an ankle. Miles Price has a knee. Isaiah Rogers has an elbow. Harrison Smith has an illness. Xavier Scott has an ankle. Van Ginkel has a concussion. And Elijah Williams has a hamstring. Remember how healthy we were last year?
Nice.
Yeah.
Not nice. It completely flips. I mean, our injury luck last year was insane.
Do you know how deep we are this year, though?
Yeah.
Like, I'm just like,
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
But also, Atlanta, they have a few guys out, too. They have Darnell Mooney and Drake London. And if both those guys don't play...
They're saying that they probably will. But the one thing I don't understand is Drake London had an AC joint sprain. Do you know how fucking hard it is to play it 1 week after that? Like, he's not going to be 100%. I remember Jettas did that in training camp, if it wasn't last year, the year before. He did the same injury, and he was out. The whole preseason was very questionable for week 1.
Yeah.
Like, it's super weird that I get it. It's the regular season now, but he's not going to be 100%.
Especially as a receiver when you're using, your shoulders and your arms and all that. Like,
Yeah.
It's not like you can just, wear it off. But, yeah, I mean, I don't think if London and Mooney don't play, that's crazy. And they're going to have to,
Kyle Pitts.
yeah, Kyle Pitts and Bijan Robinson. Is what they're going to have to manufacture. I mean, honestly, this was one of those games when the schedule came out. I'm like, all right, that's an easy dub. Because, the Falcons could be testy, but I'm not really too scared of them, to be honest.
See, I might have felt the same way, but the injuries really do make me worried. On top of Blake Cashman and Ty Chandler are both on IR. So, Ty Chandler is pretty good as a kick returner, and obviously Blake Cashman is everything to us as a linebacker, right? So, that stuff really makes me worried. I hope our linebackers are up to, pass covering. I'm not sure. Eric Wilson's a great player, right? I just wonder, are they maybe going to try to target him more now that they know that he's going to be the linebacker, right? So,
my biggest thing is if Atlanta's offensive coordinator or whoever's calling their plays continues to be a fucking idiot, then we're going to win. Bijan and Tyler Algier almost split carries last week. What are you doing?
Yeah.
This team, no matter who their coordinator is, continues to not use Bijan to his potential.
well, here's the thing, though. So word on the street is that their O-line is not great at all. It's It's worse than the Bears O-line. Apparently they're decent pass rushing, but when it comes they're decent handling the pass rush, but when it comes to actually running the ball, they can't do anything, right? Bijan had 12 attempts for 24 yards.
That's so bad.
And Tyler Algier had 10 attempts for 24 yards. So they both had 24 yards.
Here's my argument, though. You give Bijan half those carries that Algier had, he is talented enough to break one off.
Yeah.
He's talented enough to get a better average.
But did you see what they ended up doing? Because they couldn't get Bijan going in the passing game, in the running game, they got him going in the passing game. He had 100 yards through the air, I think six
touchdown.
receptions.
That was scary.
And it doesn't matter how he gets the ball. As long as he gets the ball, he is dangerous, and he is an X factor in this game.
He's probably but outside of Jahmyr Gibbs, the most lethal person, with the ball in their hands in open field. That's someone that I would not want to see.
This game is going to be close. One, because it's the Vikings and they love to make us want to shit our pants every Sunday. Two, because of Bijan, Kyle Pitts, and Michael Penis.
You're really scared of Kyle Pitts, huh?
Yes. He had 8 targets, 7 receptions, 53 yards last week. He's huge. He's a dominant force, and he doesn't have Blake Cashman to guard him.
Yeah,
it's Eric Wilson.
That's
and
true.
he did great last week, but they have a whole week to game plan for him.
Yeah, that is true.
Especially with Drake London and Darnell Mooney being
questionable.
injured.
Yeah.
Like I'm telling you, Kyle Pitts is going to have a game.
And I guess that's something you got to watch out for too is the runability of Michael Penix Jr. Because
Penis.
He doesn't like it when you say that. Come on,
It's
Cam.
Penis.
Respect him.
Penis.
It's Falcons week.
That's crazy.
They're our opponent. It's Penis. Next week it'll be Penix.
I really do like though the national championship QB rematch. That is really cool, especially on
sweet.
Sunday night for everyone to watch. And actually, I personally think Michael Penix Jr. would have been great for the Vikings. I think KOC could have really utilized him well. And even week 1, like he played a pretty good game. I think that he's going to have a great career. So that's someone who I am worried about is Michael Penix Jr. as well.
Yeah. He's just another mobile quarterback to where
He's no like Caleb Williams in terms of slipperiness. I just feel like if the rush gets there, he can't escape as well as Caleb. But he's a better quarterback than Caleb,
fair.
I feel like.
I just really hope that the team that we play this week, the Falcons, their opposing quarterback doesn't have a fucking Nike dry fit under their jersey. Did you see that?
That was hideous.
By the way,
that was hideous.
he looked like a clown.
That was
I
hideous.
started hating on it, and then he just went 10 for 10 to open up the game, and I was like, maybe there's
shit.
something to this T-shirt.
Oh my
thing.
God, is he finally here? Is he finally realized his number 1 quarterback true potential?
I thought for a little bit there, I thought he did.
It was scary.
Nope, the Bears are who we thought they were.
You know what's not scary is that Falcons defense. They gave up a ton of yards to Baker Mayfield. I mean, Baker didn't have a great game, but Emeka Egbuka tore them up. So, I mean, if he can do that, Justin Jefferson can definitely get them on some stuff.
Yeah, this is a Justin Jefferson game.
Like last year when they played the Falcons.
He goes nuts. Mm-hmm. There's no way that they can shut down Jefferson. I really don't.
They have to double cover him
just
like
don't,
crazy.
I don't see it.
I just don't put that out there, Cameron.
Hey,
knock on some wood.
I'm here to bring positivity to Minnesota. All right,
We like the positivity.
because I'm sick of our fucking fans being negative. I told you that.
I think we need to see T.J. Hawkinson get going, though, too.
Yeah, I just think JJ played in handcuffs like for the first 3 quarters. They started letting him let it loose in the fourth. Let's let it loose from the start here. Let's see how it goes. Let's start hitting your targets. Let's start throwing the ball more. But I really did like that we had our running game. Like that was a big reason why we even stood in the game or even had a chance. I think JJ only completed 6 passes in the fourth quarter.
Isn't that crazy? Because
Yeah,
he was
that's
so
crazy.
efficient.
He was super efficient, but what really helped us in the fourth quarter was the running game. We were getting 15 yards from Jordan Mason every other carry, it felt like, and that was really setting us up, and then JJ was just clutch and actually making the big play when he needed to.
Yeah, 5 yards a pop from Jordan Mason is huge, and you got to keep that going.
And this is a defense that you could do that against.
Oh, yeah.
I like what Tampa Bay did to that defense last week. I like Bucky Irving. However, he's not I really think Jordan Mason's probably a better runner than him.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Bucky Irving's a better all-around player, in my opinion. But Jordan Mason is a between-the-tackles runner that literally just fights.
Dude, Bucky Irvin's a U of M legend.
Yeah, he can fuck off. He transferred to Oregon.
That's crazy. I didn't know he was on
The Ghosts. He was on the
Really?
Ghosts right
That's
here.
crazy.
Yes.
Interesting.
I bet you Jordan Mason outperforms Bucky Irving this week.
Oh, I bet so, too. I mean, I think that, if you're prop betting in the state of Minnesota, that's something you got to watch. Jordan Mason rush yards. I mean, it was something last week where I was like, interesting. And then he easily crushed it and surpassed it. And if he's going to keep getting, these games where he gets 5 yards a carry, that's easy money.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do we have should we do some predictions for this week?
We're rolling to some predicties. You want to go first, Cammy?
Yeah, I got the Vikings winning 31-20. I think it starts off fast for us. We don't do what we did last week and die for 3 quarters. We start off the first quarter hot, first drive, touchdown. Go up at half. We're up probably 2 touchdowns at half. The Falcons make a little bit of a run, and then we just put them out.
Okay, I like
31-20. McCarthy's got 2 touchdowns. Thielen catches 1. Jefferson catches 1. Yeah.
That's very specific on
I've been
prediction.
thinking
Oh
this
my
out,
God.
okay? Thielen's gonna
He's
score.
got a
There's
vision.
no fucking way Thielen doesn't
He's got a
score.
vision.
He does. I got like a semi-specific one. I got 24-17 Vikings with a goal line stop as time expires against Michael Penix Jr. and the Falcons. I have a really close
Oh my
game.
God.
I think it's going to be a one-score game. Especially with all the injuries the Vikings have. Like I just think that they're weak. They're a little weaker right now than they could be, and also it's the Vikings. Every game's a one-score game. Doesn't matter who they're playing.
I'm gonna need to smoke a bowl if that's the case. I don't even smoke.
Yeah. My God. Yeah. No, trust me, it helps. Trust me, it helps.
Dude, I called you yesterday because we were talking about the show. I'm 95% certain that you were just stoned out of your mind.
No, I was asleep.
Okay. Yeah, you just answered.
I was like,
"Yo."
oh no. No, I was like, oh shit, fuck. Yeah, I mean, it would be fair to put it past me that I would be stoned. So that's fair. My prediction for Sunday, 31-17 Vikings win. I think it's going to be close, but I think it's one of those games where the Vikings pull away at the end, and it kind of just looks not like a blowout, but like, easier said than done kind of game. I don't know. I just am really not feeling scared of the Falcons. Like, I mean, I respect their skill players. I think they can definitely push us to a one-score game and maybe even make it closer than it needs to be, but I just feel like this is a game where the Vikings handle business because from here, things get a little bit tougher as the schedule moves on. So, I mean, and it's going to be a charged-up atmosphere.
Yeah.
Sunday Night Football, J.J. McCarthy's first game at U.S. Bank Stadium in front of the fans.
As a father.
As a dad.
Throwback uniforms.
Yes, the classic jerseys. One of the best jerseys in the NFL, I should say. And probably the best jersey that we have in our repertoire, honestly. The Modern Classic is just so clutch.
Clean.
Fire.
Very
So now
clean.
that we're all positive, we're fucked. We're gonna lose.
See, you guys keep saying like you're not super scared of who we're playing, the Falcons. I will say I'm pretty sure that Baker Mayfield had 3 passes that hit the hands of Falcon defenders, and if they could just catch the ball, that game's a lot different. So let's just hope that the Vikings offense looks a lot more like the fourth quarter, and we should be fine. I'm agreeing with you like that. However, don't sleep on these guys. They could easily beat us.
Daddy McCarthy.
That would be like me to say that I'm not scared of them and then they just wheel us out the yard. So, I mean, typical Vikings football, but we'll just have to lock in on Sunday Night Football and see.
Well, let's do it.
Let's go.
All right, guys, thank you for tuning in to 10